From your down dog, send your right leg back up, down dog split. Step your way forward. Warrior two right away today. Feel your back heel, swing yourself up and open. It's a deep bend in the front knee. Reach in opposite directions through the fingertips so that the front of the heart spreads wide. Nice. And then really press your right toes forward and your left heel back so you get that stretch into the inner hips. Right forearm to the right thigh, left arm over your left ear. If you have the mobility, you can even take your right hand down to the ground or onto a block. Side angle Parshvakonasana. One diagonal from left heel through left fingers. Good. Straighten your front leg, triangle. Swing your left hand down and up. Right hand can stay to the ground or come to the ankle or the shins. Gaze up at your top hand. Press down to your front big foot. Lay the head back in space so that it hovers over the front leg. Good. And then straddle fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Turn your big toes in. You're facing the long side of your mat here. Your heels are a little bit wider than the toes. And then press the heels in opposite directions to widen the feet away from one another. Hands support to the ground. Good. Half lift, breathe in. Low lunge. Spin your toes forward. Plank to Chaturanga, Vinyasa. Or straight into your downward facing dog. If you don't need the vinyasas between sides, you'll skip them. Good. Left leg up, breathe in. Step your way forward for your warrior two. Send your back heel down, windmill your arms up and open, and then find the length of the legs. So you can bend your left knee a little more. So the left thigh bone is really coming parallel to the ground here. Right, parallel to the left arm. Side angle, Parshvakonasana. Forearm to your front thigh or fingertips to the ground or to a block. And hug your low belly in, spiral your chest up towards the sky. Make sure your right arm is long and strong. It's not just dangling in space. And then circle your right hand down and up to find your way into your Trikonasana triangle pose. Press into the ball of the front foot. Notice you're locking into the front knee. Let there be a gentle softening there. And then long through the left side of the torso so that it's a sharp fold from the left hip. Good. Straddle fold, Prasarita, turn your left toes in, circle your hands on down to the mat, and bow yourself into your legs. Again, putting a little more weight into your toes so you get the opening into the backs of the legs here. Send the seat up. Widen the sitting bones behind you and then reaching upwards through them. Half lift, breathe in. Low lunge your way forward, plank to Chaturanga, Vinyasa your way until you find your way back into your downward facing dog. Right leg up, inhale. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2, step through. Swing your way up. Use the full inhale to rise. Side angle, Parshvakonasana. Half bind, full bind, left hand low back. Right hand can bind behind you. Good. And press your right tricep into the inner thigh to open into the right hip even more. Nice. Keep the bind if you can as you come into triangle. If you need to free up your hands, then you'll reach your left arm up. Beautiful. Turn your right toes in. You're in a straddle. Keeping the bind if you can. You're tilting the chest towards the back leg. If you can't keep the bind, then you'll release your hands on down. Good. Bird of paradise. Half lift of the chest. Step your left foot to the middle of the mat. Go high on your right toes. Roll your way up to stand, keeping the bind. If you're not in the bind, you can instead just hold on to your right knee here out to the side and take your left hand to your low back. Maybe this left hand even curves around into the inner right thigh. All right, so that's the variation. Otherwise, if you kept the bind, you're in bird of paradise. You can lengthen your right leg if you want to. Keep spinning the left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. Good. Put your foot right back where you found it. As you step your way back into your straddle folds. Bend your left knee, Skandasana, right toe spiral up. Switch sides, bend your right knee, left toe spiral up. And then one more time, switch. And stay here in your Skandasana, supporting on fingertips or binding if you're taking the bind. Left tricep in front of the left knee, right arm up. This might be enough for you. If you're going further, right hand will drop to your low back. Good. If you're going further, full bind, fingertips clasped behind you. Flex your right foot a lot, look forward, and press your right heel down. Keep rotating the chest open so you can keep the heart upright. Press your left tricep into your left knee. Amazing. Free up your hands, low lunge your way forward. Plank pose, right into your downward facing dog or into your vinyasa. Great, left leg up, inhale. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Float the lungs up. Side angle, forearm to thigh or fingertips to ground. Half bind, full bind, right hand low back. That's your half bind. Full binding, left hand will reach underneath. You'll clasp behind you. Nice. Straighten your front leg into your triangle trikonasana, keeping the bind if you can. If you need to free up your hands and let the hands go. Turn your left toes in, keeping the bind, straddle fold, prasarita with a twist. The head go a little more. Good. Bird of paradise. Step your right foot into the middle, high on your left toes, through the scoop of the belly. Roll your way up to stand. Again, you can free up your hands if you're not taking bird of paradise and just hold onto your left knee with your left hand. If you're straightening the left leg, do that. Good. Step your left foot back down. Step your right foot wide. Free up your hands. Straddle fold prasarita. Skandasana, bend your right knee. Left toe spiral up. Look forward. Switch sides. Bend left knee. Right leg long. One more time to the back. Bend your right knee. Left leg long. And stay here. Hands can support. Hands can come to prayer. Those going further, bind right fingers. Left arm up. You can keep the arms winging or you can come into a bind, half bind, left hand low back, full bind, right hand binds the left fingers. Good. And press down into both heels a lot so that you don't just drop completely into the pelvis. Let there be some stableness there as you hug the thigh bones back into the pelvis here. Release your hands. Low lunge. Crawl your way forward, staying low. Plank to chaturanga. Flow through it your way or right into down dog. Check in with the breath. See if you need a moment to smooth it back out. And now let's really flow through it. You know the foundations now of our flow today. Right leg will lift up. Breathe in. Step through. Warrior 2. Inhale your way up to stand. Side angle. Parshvakonasana. Right into your triangle. Trikonasana. Straighten your front leg. Left arm up. Straddle fold. Prasarita. Staying for a moment. Half lift. Breathe in. Skandasana, bend your left knee, right leg long. Skandasana, bend the other knee, left leg long. One more time, bend your left knee, right leg long. Stay low, crawl your way forward, low lunge. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, right fingertips stay down, left leg up. You can stay here. You can take your Chapasana variation. That's part of your practice. You could try and float your right fingertips up if this one's easy. You can also put a block under your right hand if you need it. Good. Standing forward fold, top of your mat, Uttanasana. Roll your way up to stand. High prayer. Still facing the front of the mat. Take your right knee here wide into the ribs, right? So not into the center of the chest, but out to the side. You can stay here, left hand, left hip, half happy baby pose. Grab to the outer edge of your right foot, and then sole the right foot points forward, right? Usually we take this on our backs. Right knee is hugging back, right sole of the foot pointing forward. Put this into a figure 4, right ankle, left thigh. Fold your way in half. Nice. Flying crow, if that's in your practice, that's totally optional. You can throw that in here. Or if you prefer to challenge yourself in a standing balance, you can take that same bind here, Left hand behind you, right fingertips behind you, right tricep in front of the right knee. From here, you can come to stand with the right knee out wide in a bound Marichyasana if you want it. Beautiful. Okay, everyone come out of your variations. Right knee will come up to your chest, right, to unravel. And then you'll just step your right foot back into a low lunge, kind of going through a warrior 3 first. Amazing. Down dog split. Left knee, right tricep. Down dog split. Right knee, right tricep one more time. Kundanyasana, arm balance for those that want it. Otherwise, fallen triangle, left leg long, right arm up. Or floating triangle, right hand binds the outside of your left foot here, and it hovers off the ground. It's like a side plank with a Utthita C. Nice. Plank to Chaturanga. Get on out of there. Meet you in downward facing dog. Smooth out the breath in your down dog. Take a moment to regather before we flow through the last side with this sequence. Send your left leg up as you breathe in. Step on forward. Virabhadrasana 2. You know it now. Right into your side angle. Trikonasana triangle pose. Inhale to grow long through legs and arms. Straddle fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Bow your head in. Half lift as you inhale. Skandasana, bend your right knee. Skandasana, switch sides, bend your left knee. One more time, switch sides. Skandasana, bend your right knee, left leg long. Low lunge your way forward. Crawl yourself, staying low. Ardha Chandrasana, right leg lifts, right arm up. Left fingertips tent to the ground or to a block. Those adding the bind, Chapasana. Right hand will bind to your right foot. Kick your foot into your hands. Let that roll the right shoulder open even more. See if you can keep the right knee in line with your right hip. So it's not that the right knee is reaching up a bunch. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Roll your way up, Urdhva Hastasana, Hyper. Left knee folds in towards the outer left ribs. All right, so you're getting to that inner hip. Half happy baby pose, grab to the outer edge of your left foot. Right hand can come to your hip. Left knee is pressing back. Sole of the right foot pointing straight forward. Right, if this is too much, you can hold on to your ankle or to your shin as well. Figure 4 pose, left ankle to the right thigh. Pray your hands and sink your hips. Heart floats forward. Flying crow, arm balance for those who want it. Or if you went for the bind. Left tricep in front of the knee. Wrap it around behind you. Right hand behind you. Fingertips will find one another. Keep curling the chest forward and open. Flex your left foot really good. Right? Your shins might be speaking to you now. Stay strong through it. Variations, come on out of them. Slowly come on up to stand, arms up by the ears. Through a warrior 3, just for the transition, step your way back into a low lunge. Down dog split, right leg high. Tap your right knee to your left tricep. Down dog split, high again. Tap the knee to tricep. Off you go, and what you took on the other side, fallen triangle, or the bound fallen triangle, or if you add another arm balance, Kundanyasana, revolve variation. Spread your right fingertips wide if you're in the side plank variation. And then let yourself come on out of it. Take a flow, and then find your way back into down dog. If you need to take a few breaths in child's pose, hang out in your child's pose for a second. If you're in your child's pose, take a wide knee child's pose. So again, the belly can drip between the thighs. So you can get the stretch into the inner hips. Really nice work. Let the eyes close and check in with the pace of the breath and the smoothness. Can you even it out even more? And if you're not in your down dog, rejoin us there. And this is where everything will shift once again.